Good morning. So it's about 4 weeks to the Berlin Marathon, and I want to share with you the secret of how to nail the perfect marathon pace. Most of the training shall be done by now. Actually, depending on which plan you're on, you'll be doing some putting in some volume and intensity right now. But there are different training plans, so I'm not going to get into this because I have basically my own philosophy and strategy. But a good pacing plan can actually make or break your race. So let's face it, you've been training a lot and putting a lot of effort into that. And if you're not pacing right, this may actually ruin your race. Or if you're doing it right, will give you a new PR. So what I want to share with you today is nothing secret or special. It's basically negative splitting. But it's a strategy implemented on a website I found called Marco, and it's freerace.com. I will link it down below. Marco pacing strategy basically breaks down your marathon into three, or better to say 4 segments. So it is, if you're in kilometers, it's 14k, and the first 3k will be a little bit special because you have to, according to this strategy, you have to start really slow. If it's in miles, I think it's 8 miles, 9 miles, and then 8 miles again for the 26-mile marathon. So you can choose on how to actually predict your pace. You can just choose your latest 10k run, your latest half marathon, or your marathon time. The way I did it in the past is I said, okay, I want to run this marathon time, let's say 3:30 or 3 hours, and then it will actually give you your pacing strategy. You can tell that the first 3 kilometers are very slow according to what you feel and what you're able to do, and this will feel really slow because you're well trained, you have tapered, you're carb loaded, you're pumped up, you have the adrenaline going. But stick to that plan, stick to that pace in order to get yourself to have your body accommodate to what's coming up. And basically the plan is about conserving energy for as long as possible, conserving your glycogen stores. A lot of people who run the marathon the first time say, okay, so let's start off a little bit faster so I have something in the bank, some time in the bank for later on when it gets harder and when I become slower. It's going to get hard anyways, but the thing is, if you burn too many matches too early on, the time you gain and the amount of energy you spend to actually produce that faster time only makes you come to a full stop earlier. Let's face it, it's going to be hard, but you only have limited amount of glycogen. So the best strategy is to run conservatively and then be able to ramp up. I know it sounds counterintuitive because for many people the idea of running faster, the last part of the marathon, is a little bit strange, but that's the way it will work. Trust me, I've implemented it a lot of times, and it works really well for first timers and for seasoned runners. So another tip I want to share you, besides the website, you can play around a little bit with the times. It's crucial to actually hit that target speed. If you're in doubt, go a little bit slower, and then you'll be able to go a lot faster. You'll be running past people who have passed you on the first mile, I guarantee you, for sure. They will not even run anymore. They will stand still, they will walk. And another tip I want to share you just briefly is, a lot of people say you don't need to eat during the marathon and so on. You do have to. My strategy is to take gels. I take a gel at 8k, at 15k, at 28 and at maybe 35 or 33, even though I might skip the last one and switch to Coke. And I always zip a little bit of water, of course, depending on how, on what marathon, what the temperatures are on the given day. Okay, I hope those tips have helped you. Another plane is arriving. And Marco, I'll link it down below. Check it out, play a little bit around. If you want any more tips or if you have any comments, just post them also down below. And have a good run and stay tuned for more marathon tips.